Can you help me when you finish? Okay, take your time. I'd like over here, this to be over here. The, thank you. What did you say was the title of our UB2B?
Everything we told you.
Everything we told you? Okay.
Know how to get rid of that.
I didn't know anything about that. Sorry.
No, that's just.
You know what? I'm gonna try to play our song. I know that stupid UB2B does not allow me to play music, but let me see if they can hear our song. Hi guys. Tell me if you can. Oh, Paul, thank you, Paul. God bless you. Paul's already helping us, Jan. Write his name down. Hey guys, tell me if you can hear this. I used to be a teen on newbie until I watched Frank's UB2B. The twinkle in his eye and got by his side. Frank's teachings reaches far and wide. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. You can hear it. This is a dinar beat. Can you hear me? Now take it from me. Frank is no rookie. It's okay, take give this man a cookie. You never know what suit he'll be wearing. So I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tuning now to hear this is the dinar beat. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Frank's got some news from Walking Stick and Eddie. Frank breaks down the news and keeps us straight. Come on, Iraq, and you give us the rate. So whenever you need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest news from the street. Tuning now to hear this is the dinar beat. It's the same background. Need a cookie. Cookie. Come on, Tank. I deserve some cookies. Cookie. Yes, you can hear it. What? Some of you can hear it. Come on, Tank. Fuck the cookies. It sounds like a fellow. I'm curious. Let me hear rewind here and see what it sounded like. I'm curious. Let me hear rewind. Nothing. Nothing. There's no music coming through. You know, I really just you two, you are so evil. So evil. Wow. Nothing. I'm curious. Let me hear rewind here See what it sounded like. I'm curious. Let me hear relaxing. Yeah, I can only hear my voice. I can't hear the music at all. Music coming through. Hmm. I'm really fascinating. You too. You are so evil. YouTube is just plain evil. That's all there is to it. I'm curious. Let me hear rewind here. See what it's done with that. This is oh, hush. You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. We're gonna get started in a minute, but I'm experimenting. Okay. Let me see what this sounds like. Let me see. Ready? Play it. I used to be a teen on newbie until I watched Frank's UB2B. Can you hear that? The twinkle in his eye and God by his side. Frank's teachings reached. Paul says yes. So better. I need a D9 fix. Tune into Frank's 26. Now some say no music, the words, but no music. Just the words, no music. Now take it. Yes, I hear it. I can hear this singing, but no instrument. Only words. Wow. I never know what suit he'll be wearing. So I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need something on fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the greatest news from the street. Tuning now, tuning here. This is the D.O.D. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Okay, stop. Now let me listen to it. What suit he'll be wearing? So I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need something on fix, I tune into Frank. That is so dirty.
Got all backwards. Everything that's backwards, dirty touch up.
Yeah, I know. This is so dirty. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Okay, stop. Now let me listen to it. The tune is in my head. I don't need this one. Hey, because I miss relaxing. I miss singing my Motown, my Bruno songs. I was wondering, would you all be interested in coming over and relaxing with me at a place called Odyssey? Does anybody know about Odyssey? Somebody told me that it's a place where you can put stuff up without being punished. But has anybody ever heard of odyssey.com? Let me see. Carol says, yeah. I don't know if you're talking to me. Odyssey Fun World? No. Peg says, never heard of it. Give it a shot, Peg. Never heard of it. I know nothing about that site. It sounds very digital. Yeah, I know. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys find me a place where I can sing, where I can relax with you. We can sing hymns. Find me a place. Because I don't think I can go to, I don't know where to go to. And YouTube. Wow. Yes, thank you. I know everybody's telling me you can hear the song, but you can't hear the music. So dirty. Alrighty. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank26 YouTubies. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. It is the 10th of June, 2026. It's going to be a little longer than, it'll be probably about 2 hours, and we're going to bring advertisers in. So relax. I hope you got some popcorn. I hope you got your Pepsi, Gatorade, water, coffee, whatever it is, tea that you fancy. Sit back, let's relax. Because let me ask you right away, well, before we start. Greetings, family. We are KTFOS.com, which stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. We are a Christian based organization. Before we do anything, we always go to God in prayer. Will you please join me? Abba, Holy, Holy Father, Yahweh. I leave my world to come to your world for a moment, to rest my head upon your bosom, to put my arms around you and to feel your arms around me, to take a sigh, a deep breath, just to catch my breath with you. This world, Papa, I tell you, I know. It's my testing ground. How am I doing? I didn't do very good, you know, with the midterms. I'm trying to do a lot better in it with the finals of my last years. I want to be your student. I want to be yours. I want to be loyal to you. I want to be faithful to you. I want you to be jealous of me. When he asks my name, tell him no. I don't need to be tested anymore. I have failed enough. Help me to walk in your light. Because I'm used to the darkness. I prefer the darkness. I'm left alone. But that's not where you want me to be. That's where I've been all my life. Yeah, I leave my world to come into your world, and I don't want to be tempted by this world. Don't let him ask for me. Don't let him ask for my family. I will only answer to your voice. I give you my oath, my solemn oath. I swear on all that I know that is good, that I belong to you. I want to thank you for accepting me. I want to thank you for not letting go when I was drowning. When I was scared. Cancer does that to you, you know? It scares you. The world is calling. I have to go. But not from your presence. Not from your love. Not from your light. Not from your protection. But just for a moment. It is in the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit that I pray. Amen. 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 Look, I'm sorry. Maybe I should not pray in front of you. Um, when I pray to God, it's just not a conversation. When I pray to God, I'm giving him everything, you know? Man, that hurts. Will you leave me alone? Oh, for God's sakes. I am doing my YouTube right now, and I am very well aware that the whole place is on fire right now because that's where they're going. The whole place is on fire right now because it's. Man, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I've had a long day. Everybody called me. And you know what they did? 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 All these people that called me, all these texts, all these emails. You know what they did? All of them. Bless their hearts. I he says you were right. This friend of mine said, you're right. Yeah, I know I'm right. This by the grace of God. But all these communications today, you know what they did? You know what they all had in common? They repeated to me what I told you last week. Hey Frank, did you know that I tried my best to be polite as I could to as many as I could, but look, I gotta go. I gotta go. No, you gotta hear this. And also, we're headed towards we're gonna bomb them again. Yeah, I know we're bombing them. We just lost this. Can you help me? I'll put it right there. And I said, I know. Go 3 UB2Bs ago, I think, or 4 UB2Bs ago. We were sitting at a park, and the beautiful, oh, the fighters were going across. Remember the sky, and we tried to zoom in on them. And I told my wife, I says, we're going again. Because the sorties that were flying, they were all headed towards the west. And just like the first B2 attack that we did, when we first hit Iran, about 4 UB2Bs, I told you, we're sitting in the middle of the Pacific water. Do you remember that UB2B family? Honestly, tell me, do you remember that UB2B? Because you see the evidence of it now. You saw those planes and the direction. So yeah, Lynn, I'm glad you remember that. Good, David, good. Oh, good. Look at that. All of you, you were there. You remember. Yeah, you were with me. And I said, golly, they're going. I don't know if I told you, but I told my wife, I said, they're going, we're doing it again. We're doing it again. I've been praying, I've been praying, I've been praying, I've been praying. Please, Trump, please, sir, please, I'll give you some of my cookies. Please, get rid of them. You know you have to eradicate them. You know you have to exterminate them. And even when you do, you know they're going to come back. This is a species that is very unique. It is a very unique. So I have a note here. These are all your notes for today. What do I do with it? Here it is. No one should celebrate, with what's going on right now in the Middle East, in Iran. No one should celebrate the death of human beings, but these are not humans. I've never met human beings that just simply, well, the far left of my government is becoming like that. Vicious, volatile, don't want to talk. There was a young lady yesterday, a sweet young lady. She actually approached the crowds that were protesting yesterday, remember? And she asked them questions. Wow. She got, and pushed around, water thrown on her, spit at, cursed at. And then she went back in and tried again. And it was interesting was because she put the microphone in the person. They all have these masks. They had this one had a like a mask of an elephant or maybe it was Donald Trump, man. I don't know what it was. But she says, what are you doing? What is it that you want to say? We want to get rid of the fascism in the government of America, get rid of the fascism. I could barely understand them through their mask. And the reporter said to them, okay, and what is fascism? You know what that person did? They fell straight to the ground. Like a 5-year-old child that is that you doing that? Like a 5-year-old child throwing a tantrum. They couldn't define the word fascism. These people are being paid to go out there and cause trouble. Anyways, yeah. So, so I hate to say it, but Trump gave them every chance possible. Not once, not twice, not thrice, not even tetra. It just chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. But what they did, you should not. Thank you, thank you. Who is that? Debbie V. Thank you. We're humbled. Thank you. But you should not touch our soldiers, men and women. You can't do that. You tried to kill 2 of our pilots. Thank God it didn't blow up. It didn't call. Your stuff is garbage. But because of what you did, well, I mean, the timing, I don't know if it's coincidental or not, but dang, Iran, you are the reason why Iraq does not have a new exchange rate. Iran, you are the reason why Iraq's government is so in disarray. Everybody that they put in charge of Iraq is influenced by you, Iran. You have to be removed, and you are. And it's not so much by the United States of America. Mm-mm. It's by God. Moses, I think more than once, I think more than once, changed God's mind. The Israelites forever and ever were complaining about everything. Are you serious? You see all these miracles and you still complain. Golly, they got up to Mount Sinai, and God said to Moses that I've had enough with them, I mean, up to here, you know what I'm saying? Up to my halo. I'm getting rid of them. I'm gonna wipe them all out. I'm just gonna get rid of all these human beings, and I'm sorry, that's all there is to it. You're gonna have the earth, Moses. You and your family, okay? Now, I'm just paraphrasing, but he said, I'm gonna wipe them out. And Moses said, No, 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 no. You made a promise. Think about this, okay? Reconsider this, please. And God changed his mind. How many of us are praying? Do you think that we can change God's mind? I don't know. But I know I can pray. And I know the power of prayer because I've seen it exemplified in my life. Mm. Pray, 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 pray as much as you can in order to help God help us. Ladies and gentlemen, the title of your UB2B is, I don't know what it is. Here it is. Everything we told you. All the people that called me today, all the emails, everything that we've received, and all of you are repeating to me what I told you. What'd you tell me, Frank? I told you that there was an entourage that was already in Washington, D.C., and Aki was being invited to be a part of it. Yeah, you did. And then I told you there's a second entourage that's going, and this one is going to be headed by Z and all of these people that are going to go with him. Yeah, you did. And I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, I showed you the pictures of all these people at the meeting. Those long, remember those long tables, and they were all sitting there really pretty. Yeah, you did. And and just by coincidence, the security stability that we need from Iran is being amplified right now on this day, right now. Yeah. How? They're blowing the living daylights out of them. Out of who? Iran, the cockroaches. You get rid of them, you got security and stability for the monetary reform. The new exchange rate, the lower notes, they are scared. They are petrified to come out. If they come out, they will be assaulted by the Iranian cockroaches. So you just got to make sure that the CBI floor is as clean, as pristine as possible before you eat off of the floor. And that's where we're headed. So, in my opinion, what do I know? What do I know? You want my opinion? I told you the 72 hours that you would see something. Ta-da. All right, so it took one extra day. This is huge. This is massive. I have no idea what the internet is talking about, and I could care less. I know what I'm talking about. And I care about you. So, security and stability from Iran, and it's all being done because of what Trump is doing. This is really good. What, Frank? Some of us want to cook bacon wrapped meat with you. What? Some of us want to cook bacon wrapped meat with you. All right, okay, I get it. It's really tasty, huh? Is it delicious? Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, Tink, I'm delicious. Oh my goodness, that's almost comical. So the next thing I guess I want to say to you, family, is that while we are while we're setting the place on fire, in fact, there is some military intel maybe that I can share. Let me see if I can find it. No, I guess I can't share these things. But let's just put it this way. You're going to find out. Let me say this. The entire place is engulfed. The entire place, the entire coastal line is presently engulfed in flames. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that we're retaliating. It means we're getting rid of the final cockroaches. It means that security and stability for the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar is being born. Do we have to make the baby? Do we have to make the monetary reform? No, we had the honeymoon a long time ago, 9 months ago. Yeah, it's been capping, and it was born. Just it's being born. So the security and stability that is coming out is reflecting a lot of the things that we told you you would see. I think the way I want to start right now is by let's go into ktfoalways.com. By the way, welcome. Welcome. I don't know except to say except to say thank you to the Lord, thank you to you. There is there's a massive influx of people joining KTFA. You're also trying to get into premium, okay? I know some of you are having difficulty. Just be patient. We're helping hundreds of you. It just takes our whole day. I want you to go into ktfoalways.com with me. Go to the final article thread. We haven't been having our long Tuesdays for a while, so I kind of fell behind. But here's what I want to do. I want to start with you, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much where we said there's going to be a big powwow. Okay? What do you think? What do you think? Well, let's start there. Because I think that's when I first came out and I told you, oh, Aki's packing his bag. That's when that new file was open, and all of a sudden, boom, these new things, this awareness we started to share with you, and you started to see the meetings and the meetings and the meetings and the meetings. And I told you they're already there. No article told you that. But then I told you, and then there'll be another entourage with Z that's going out there with everybody, IMF, WB, everybody's going. They're all going to be there with Trump. What do you think they're going to talk about? Shoot. So, what was that? So, with that in mind, let's get into final article thread. I want you to go to final article number 7,667, 7067. Let me see if I can see what page this is on. It is on page 353. Page 353. So let us start, ladies and gentlemen. Heavenly Father, please guide me that I would give you all honor and glory. I love you. I need you. They need you too. Amen. 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 Final article number 7,067. The Prime Minister receives members of the Board of Directors and the Private Sector Development and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Private Banks. Mm. Hey Z, why are all these people meeting with you? Why are the board of directors? Why is everybody, from the CBI? Why? What you having this party for over there? What's going on? And Z says, well, Frank, we're having a meeting. Yeah, yeah, we're having a meeting with all of our basically with all of our banking structure. And and we're going to take all this information over to Washington, D.C. to Trump. We're going to present to him some things. And we got a like $10 billion investment. And you guys have stuff for us. And we're going to talk about basically our financial crisis. Yeah, our financial crisis. What's your financial crisis? Well, we have liquidity issues. We don't have any dollars, and we need a new rate because the rate we've got now sucks like an octopus. So yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about with Trump. Do you want to talk to Trump about these things, Z? Yeah, I do. I certainly do. You know, for the betterment of our government. Do you think that you are ready to talk to Trump about this, Z? Um, yeah, yeah, we got everything in order. We got rid of they are disarmed. Yeah, now that he's not around. Yeah. Everything that he's asked us to do, we're doing reserves, piling, building them up again, not just oil, right? Yeah, okay. Got the HCL. It's right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. We're ready to go see Trump. Good. What is the title of this article, family? Powerful powwow that we told you was going to happen. It is happening as I speak to you right now. Oh, everything I say to you is just in my opinion. I like my green shirt. It's my opinion. So it turns out that you know very well what this article is about. Next one, 7,068. Z travels to Washington with businessmen and promises to inject $10 billion into the private sector. The blue title says here, well, we told you that they were coming. We told you they were coming. Here it is. And when you look at the picture, look at the picture. Look at those two long row. Actually, one, two, three, four. It's four long rows of chairs. Every one of those people are involved with the monetary reform of Iraq. And what do you think they're talking about? Well, I think they're talking about next week's tiddlywinks competition in Iraq, Frank. Yeah, I think that's what they're talking about. I think you're a silly rabbit. Okay, whatever. Next article, 7,069. Iraq is discussing with the World Bank the provisions of technical support for preparing the upcoming budget. Well, for? Well, for what? Well, for? World Bank, why are you talking to Z about his budget? Don't you think he can put it together? Yeah, but he needs help to finance it. Well, you gonna lend them money? No, we're teaching them how to raise the value of the currency. Ah, okay. Final article number 7070. The central bank is conducting a special training program for its employees in the herbal branch. Well, for, huh? Why are you training your employees in herbal and shoot in all these banks? And why are you calling it special training program? What's so special about your 1300 program rate CACA 30 notes? That's not what we're training with, Frank. Yeah, I know. Final article number 7071. Bank accounts. Ooh. Why would you be interested in setting up bank accounts? Why would you be interested in teaching the Iraqi citizens about setting up bank accounts? Family, it's this is common sense. Final article number 7072. Bitter melon? That's just a mistranslation. But from London, what? Banking reforms have direct government support. Am I on the wrong page? No, I'm on the right page. Sorry about that. From London. Banking reforms have direct government support. The Iraqi banking delegation concluded on Tuesday the powwow. Well, it was just the first part, Frank, and the big powwow is still going on. Okay. The Iraqi banking delegation concluded on Tuesday a 2-day official working visit to the British capital in London, during which it held a series of intensive meetings with the major international financial and parliamentary institutions. Why? What does London care about 1300? Well, Frank, we met in order to discuss ways to integrate the national bank into the international financial system and achieve openness to the global markets. Meanwhile, the head of the Association of the Private Banks of Iraq confirmed that banking reforms enjoy direct government support. You're not just talking about Iraq's government, are you? No, we're talking about almost every government on this planet Earth. We all support what you're doing with your currency, dudes. I know you do. And some of you are actually going to be involved with the Iraqi dinar in a international basket. Yes, we are. Hmm. Is that maybe by any chance why you say to discuss ways to integrate the national banks of Iraq into the international financial system and achieve openness to the global markets? Well, of course, Frank, it's only common sense. I know. What else did you guys talk about in this powwow? Well, the visit represents a strategic step to enhance the confidence of the international financial community in the Iraqi market. Yeah, I am the international community. You think I'm excited about 1300? No. No. But and yet I invested in your currency. Maybe I'm excited about 1300. No. No, no. Well, then why would I invest in your currency? Because you're a student of what we're doing with the monetary reform of our country? Yeah. So the visit represents a strategic step to enhance the confidence of the international financial community, moi, in the Iraqi market. Yeah, and it's also going to be quite a plus for those that are in the basket, something like 22, 23. Oh, pick a number. That's your GCR. Also, all of this, which confirms Iraq's actual and sustainable openness to the international markets. Yeah, I know. I know. To the float. I like how they do those things, man. Just tell the truth. Go to the next page, family. Page 354. We have 5 minutes before we bring on our first advertiser. Now, here we go. Oh, by the way, the article before this one It was also, when you read it, because you do read, right? You read everything I bring to you. It was also dealing with a very important issue. I'm sorry I missed it. It was dealing with exchange companies that are coming into Iraq, and it was dealing with foreign currency that is coming in. Actually, pardon me, foreign currency brokerage companies. And these exchange companies and these foreign currency brokerages in this article are being given instructions. They are being given instructions for the monetary reform. You're a student. Make sure you read it. Man, I almost missed it by that much. Why would you want to bring in exchange companies? Why would you even want to give them instructions? Well, this is our new curriculum. This is the stuff that you guys are going to be. Okay, yeah, you help us out. Okay, you got that? Yeah. Hey! Exchange companies. Yes, Iraq. Yes, Z. What? This. These are your requirements. Don't you dare mess this up. Don't you dare mess this up with the citizens of Iraq. You understand? It must not fail with them. Make sure that you exchange companies. You make sure you do this exactly the way we just told you. Every step in this article it is required by you. If not, you're out of here. Okay. Next one. About 7073. The national digital currency wall in the face of Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin. The Iraqi digital dinar as a model. What? Are you serious? Okay. We can talk about it. So this is about the digital dinar? Yeah. Shoot, why don't you just get a dinar with current with value to it first? Well, we are, Frank. We are. That's why we have the digital dinar. Ah, good. It sounds like first syllable. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so the digital dinar, you guys are preparing Iraq. You're preparing Iraqi citizens, is what you're doing. You're preparing Iraqi citizens for the digital transformation, huh? When you raise the value, huh? To go international, huh? Yes, we are. And you're considering that Bitcoin is a good model for the Iraqi dinar? Yes, we are. Why? Well, you see, we in this article we go into depth and we try to teach you that one digital dinar would be the equivalent to one paper dinar. Oh, and what is that paper worth? Well, I can't tell you right now, Frank. Well, why are you even talking about this? Because there's a change that's coming, Frank. Yeah, I know. Hmm. I like this. I like it these yeah, I like it these very much because because what this digital comparison model that they're using, this equals stability for the dinar. This digital model. You can't that's serious stability. And they're preparing the citizens for this digital transformation. Let's get one more article in before we switch over to the advertisers. You guys are going to learn a lot today. Final article number 7074. Iraq is moving towards balancing programs with the U.S. support and in coordination with the World Bank. Iraq is moving towards balancing programs. Family, is 1300 a balanced rate? Does 1300 qualify for any program to be balanced and be paid for properly? Iraq is moving toward balancing programs with the U.S. support and in coordination with the World Bank. Well, the U.S. and the World Bank want you to raise the value of your currency and play fair with the American dollar. End of story, nothing else. 1300 is not balanced, and the World Bank does not want 1300. In this article, family, we highlighted it for you. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. What does it say? Look at that blue. Look at that. The World Bank family and the Council of Ministers are working together to release the budget, and not at 1300, or these articles wouldn't even come out. The Ministry of Finance said in a statement that the ministry stressed that the government has given the economic file high priority within its program. No kidding, Sherlock. Noting that the next stage will witness reforms. No kidding, monetary reforms, I know. Noting that the next stage will witness reforms aimed at addressing economic and financial challenges in a radical way. In a what way? You guys have run out of words, haven't you? But this is a good one. So, so when you change the rate to your currency, when you change the exchange rate to your currency, it's going to be the most radical thing that you can do. In order to deal with addressing your financial challenges, huh? 1300 is your financial challenge, and you're going to do something in a radical way in order to remove that. You say, and in cooperation with the international partners. What do they want? Play fair with the dollar like they do. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to read in between the lines. Just read the lines. This is massive. This is huge. And I think I'm going to stop right now. Let me go to the next article then. And we'll pick up with 7075. Asakura. All the things that we talked to you about. Who's our first advertiser? Will, are you there?
How are you, brother?
Mighty fine. It's 5 after. You got until 10, 15 after. The floor is yours. By the way, Will, please hold on real quick. Please forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Omar is just sending like crazy. I'm gonna be here. Hold on, buddy, hold on. Yeah, you see, there's more stuff there, so I have to go and respond to them. And please listen to Will, because Will and I both know that if it wasn't for Pro Tandem, there's a very good chance we wouldn't be here. Floor is yours, Will.
Hi, folks, and it's a pleasure to be here again this evening. We've been doing this, 10 years, I guess. And I've got a little something to read to you real quick that I found. I've always known it, but I just found it again, and I've got to reminded. There is a multiple sclerosis drug out there that is manufactured by a company called Fireman, and it costs about $7,000 to $9,000 a month for that drug. And they turned in a study to the FDA years ago, and they were comparing their product, which costs $7,000 to $9,000 a month, to our product, the Pantenda product, which costs $60 a month. And here's what it says. It's crazy. They have a conclusion in this report. It said our findings indicate that several NERV2 activators are able to significantly increase antioxidant enzyme production. Interestingly, the herbal blend for Tandem was the most potent inducer, and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Now listen, folks, that's fine, and it's true. I mean, Biogen did the study with their own money. They didn't pay us anything. They didn't give us any money. We didn't contribute to the study, and they turned that into the federal government. And that's wonderful. That's wonderful news for us. It's wonderful news for y'all. You don't have to spend $7,000 to $9,000 a month on an MS drug that can be our product could be a little more effective at $60 a month, which is wonderful. Now we've seen this product.
Yes.
We've seen this product help people with cancer. We've seen this product help people with that are on dialysis, and I'm talking about they come off of dialysis. We have a 3 product protocol that you can get on. In my experience, as far as dialysis is concerned, they're also within 3 weeks maximum. They're off of dialysis, which is wonderful. This product has helped a lot of people with eye problems. This product has helped people with just a myriad of concerns. Pain, yeah. I mean, everything under, and like what Frank and I, it helped a lot of people with cancer. Now, when I took my chemotherapy treatment, the people giving them to me said, "You're going to be really sick on this stuff." I never got sick at all because I'm taking Prostamin the whole time. Never ever threw up once, not once. And I considered that a blessing from God, in my opinion. So, Frank, this week I called a lady who in the past had some heart problems, and I wanted to check on her to see how she was coming along. I probably hadn't talked with her in quite a while, but she became a customer about 6 years ago, I guess. And so I called her and I said, "How's the heart doing?" She said, "Well, I must tell you, Will, it's backing up a little bit." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact," she said, "I think your call was a God thing because I haven't taken Prostamin in quite a while. And when my heart started acting up, I started thinking about Prostamin again, and that was a couple of days ago." And she said, that stuff really helped me when it was acting up. I don't know why I got off of it. He said, "But you call me next Wednesday, and I'm gonna get back on it." So we're gonna call her next Wednesday, and we're gonna help her out. So, folks, if you're suffering with any kind of health condition, this product will help you because it does away with oxidative stress, which is the cause of inflammation, which is the cause of disease. We know it works. There's too many studies that have been done on it. Too many studies that have been done on it that prove the fact that it absolutely, positively helps people. Now, if you want some more information about the product, if you want to talk with me personally, if you want to talk with me personally about your physical situation, you can do that. I'm going to give you a phone number that you can call and give you an email address as well. So if you're not into calling or texting, send an email, okay? The phone number is the new one. You don't have it already. The new phone number is 910-773-9700. So for all of you existing customers that want to get up with me, that's the new number to call, okay? And all of you new people who haven't ever tried it or might like to try it again, if you have gotten on it, maybe got off of it, you can call me and we'll take care of it. Dr. Reed's other charge for his consultation. He would have been here this evening, but he had a group of doctors in Portugal, in Europe, that he had to mentor. That's what he is this evening. I'm very excited about that there. Anyway, the email address you can call, you can send an email to is always saving 7070 at gmail.com. Always saving 77 at gmail.com. And you can call me, you can text me, or you can email me. And we'll be happy to give you whatever you need in order to make a decision on how you would like to be, or if you'd like to anything at all. Okay? We're not going to twist anybody's arms or anything like that. We're just going to give you information you need to make your decision and go from there. Uh, as always, it's a blessing talking to all of y'all. And I look forward to dealing with you in the future.
Thank.
God bless you.
God bless you too, Will. Love you, brother.
Come on, RD.
Hey, don't be surprised, bro. Don't be surprised. Love you.
Love you too, brother.
Okay, Tink, who's next?
Steve.
Gary. Gary, are you around? Is it getting, no, not Gary, Steve? Is it Steve? Oh, I also told Bill. What's Bill's last name? Johnson. Let me see if I can get him on the phone and see if he wants to come on. Hi, Steve. Go ahead and tell the family about the app. Go for it.
Sentinel, which will keep you up to date on the currencies we typically want to monitor. Um, and it will notify you within 1 minute of a change. You're able to set up how often you want to be notified so that if you're not interested in really small changes, you don't have to be nagged with them. I'm always working on it, trying to improve it. The recent update I've come out with is going to be very, very helpful for battery usage. So even if you leave the app running, it shouldn't cause any problem for your battery. Leave it in the background or
Cool.
but that is one of the new things I've added, and I've also put in the ability for you to change your contact information in case you want to change your username or your phone number changes your email. You'll be able to change that in the app as well. So those are some of the recent things I've added.
And also, I've told everyone that you want to know if there's any type of increase in the Iraqi dinar, you questioning that something might have happened. This app will be very, very accurate, spot on time to tell you to interpret any of the rates that are going on. It's a good backup for a backup.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
I do a lot of testing. Occasionally I miss something, but if I do, I'll correct it pretty quick. But typically, it's pretty much solid. You've got IQD, VND, IDR, and some other currencies, plus gold and silver.
Yeah.
When you get a notification that says that the currency has uh, dropped slightly, that's a good thing. So we want the currencies to drop and we want the metals to rise. So it's always based on the percentage against the dollar. So when you have a positive value, so gold's worth more than $1. So if it increases, you're better off. And dinar is less than $1. So when it decreases, you gain.
Hey.
So not as confusing as it might be. Anyway, I've also recently started trying to develop a Facebook page. I personally hate Facebook, and I'm not disparaging any particular company. I just don't like to divulge, my personal information. Um, but for the app itself, I thought it might be a good idea to have a presence there and maybe some other places as well.
Gotcha. Well, I thank you. Winchell's thank you, Steve. God bless you, and you come on back anytime you want, all right? Yes, sir. And appreciate you. Bye-bye. Before we say goodbye to our commercials, let me see if Bill, if I got, because it's a few of you, I think it was like 4 or 5 of you, were asking recently about Bill Johnson. And let me see if I can even get him on the phone. No, I guess not. Bill Johnson represents KTFA for the trust funds. A lot of you ask, do I need a trust fund before the value goes up? No, no. If you're going to go on a trip, cross state, cross country, or just, across the neighborhood, most people get in their car and drive. You can walk, but most people get in their cars and drive. When this blessing occurs, you're going to have an amazing windfall. And unfortunately, most people don't protect their money. Most people don't protect their money. And that's what Bill Johnson does with these trust funds. There are many different forms that he has. And if you're interested, you can call Bill. There's irrevocable trust funds. There's nonprofit trust funds. There's many ways to protect your car, your home, your money, your possessions. So you may not be wanting to take a long trip, but it would be nice to have a car for any trip. You may not need a trust fund right now, but I think you're going to very soon. So if you're interested in the trust funds that represent us at KTFA, his name is Bill Johnson. Bill Johnson. And his phone number is 865-300-1953. 865-300-1953. Alrighty, that's good enough. We did those 3 commercials. Let's get back to work. Anthony. Anthony must be watching television. Yeah, we talked about that about 30 minutes ago. How did I put it? It is engulfed in flames, the coastal line. Yeah. Alrighty, family. If I recall, we left off with final article number 7075. Here we go. Iraq to launch the 3rd phase of the Asakuda project next month. Now we all know what the Asakuda is, but the cool thing about it, and we all know who wants the Asakuda, right? Who is demanding it? Everybody at the powwow, especially WTO. But this is telling you here that the Asakuda is in full force. Timing? Maybe. Coincidental? Not at all. Iraq to launch the 3rd phase of the Asakuda project next month. What was the 1st and 2nd stage, family? Well, we already talked about it. We already went into long lectures of the 1st and 2nd stage of the Asakuda, which is basically to set up the borders, bring in the equipment, write all the laws. So what's the 3rd stage? Does anybody want to talk to me today? What is the 3rd stage of the Asakuda system? Well, let me just say that maybe it's possible that it is to calibrate and calculate the new exchange rate at the borders in the same manner that the Asakuda is looking for a new rate. In the same manner, so is the HCL looking for a new rate. But maybe let's move on. And by the way, this Asakuda, check this out. You ready? Look at the blue. Look at the blue. Scroll down, scroll down. The minister directed to be, for this Asakuda, the minister directed to be launched at the beginning of next month. I would make a note of that. I'm losing them. I'm losing them. So let's just do this, okay? Final article number 7076. That's what happens when we come back from a commercial. Final article number 7076. The Iraqi government announces the establishment of a 150 billion development fund and sets a date for the end of the weapon collection campaign. And sets a date. And sets a date. And sets a date for what? 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 For the end of the weapons collection campaign. For the end of the weapons collection campaign. From who? From the cockroaches, which would give you what? Security and stability. For what? That's how you read articles. The budget. Let me read it. Because I fear that maybe you don't read these articles. The government spokesman added that the cabinet, under the direction of the Prime Minister Z, approved the formulation of the program budget. You approved what? I, the Prime Minister, I have approved the program budget in coordination with the joint cooperation with the World Bank and the Parliamentary Financial Committee to advance the economic reforms in our country. He indicated that the Prime Minister's upcoming visit to the United States of America will resolve. It will resolve Z going to D.C., Z going to see Trump with this big powwow. It will resolve many issues, mainly related to economic aspects, stressing that Iraq adopt a balanced and parallel relationship with all countries. Tell me, countries, how are you playing with the American dollar? Fairly. Tell me something, Iraq. How are you playing with the American dollar? Unfairly. And what do they want? A parallel relationship with all countries. You're about to do it, aren't you? And that's how you read an article. Final article number 7077, Prime Minister advisors, growing international interest in Iraq's banking reform programs. Yeah. Yeah, growing international interest in Iraq's banking reform. Family? What's Iraq's banking reform program? Banking reform, monetary reform. What is their program? What is a monetary reform purpose? What is it? What do they want to do? Tell me. What do they want to do with the banking reform program of Iraq's currency? What do they want to do? Tell me. Do they want to buy pizza for everybody that has a camel in Iraq? Woohoo! Praise the Lord. Nope. For the RI. To pass the HCL. There it is, to raise the dinar value. Thank you, fiery preacher. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. The monetary reform's purpose is to raise the value of the currency of Iraq. And the prime minister's advisors are saying that the growing international interest, that's you. Would you like for them to raise the value of their currency, family? Have you invested in Iraq? Do you have a contract with them? Yes, you do. Did you not purchase their currency? Signed, sealed, and delivered by the Central Bank of Iraq? The minister advises that growing international interest, the whole world, is saying that Iraq's banking reform program. So you guys got the green light. You guys got the green light. Okay, you ready? What I would so I can afford camel spider repellent. Man, those spiders are big, aren't they? The biggest spiders, well, not in the world, but they're very close to being the biggest spiders in the world. Man, I would hate to see one of those in my sleep. What they do is they go to your belly and they they anesthetize, they numb you, and then they cut you, and they eat you while you're asleep. The camels, yeah, yeah, it's not good for a camel to lay just on the sand. It should lay on some type of material because the spiders will crawl underneath the camel's belly and they will eat them from the belly. And then when they wake up in the mornings, the camel's belly just literally falls to the ground. Well, there are many things that you don't know about, family. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't have to deal with the horrors of living in Iraq, do you? Growing international interest in Iraq's banking reform programs. I agree. Oh boy, do I agree. I agree. There's great interest. In fact, a Z. What, Frank? Well, I heard that Chalet was talking about this too. Yes, he was, Frank. He was at the meeting. Well, how did it go? Well, Frank, Iraq is making steady progress towards building a more efficient, open, and integrated financial sector within the global economy. He noted that the growing international interest in the country's banking reform program. Really? He noted that the growing international interest in the country's banking reform program. Well, you know what the banking reform program is to add value to the currency, and you're interested in it? Yeah, we are. Me too. Hmm. All righty. Any last words? Yeah, Iraq continues to implement plans to develop its financial sector in accordance to the international standards. Thank you. Round of applause. Because that's exactly what we want you to do. And that's exactly what you're doing. And that's exactly what you're reporting in Washington, D.C. right now. Thank you very much. Latka, isn't it? Latka, is it? Is that his name? Yeah, here we go. Thank you very much. From Taxi, wasn't it? Oh, that guy was a disaster. Final article number 7078. Damn it. Woo! Final article number 7078. The Iraqi government salaries for employees and retirees are guaranteed, and there is no printing of currency. No kidding. There's no printing of currency. Frank26 told you that. Yeah, but they were talking about it for almost a week that they were going to have to print new currency. Frank wasn't talking about it. Yeah, well, the internet was talking about it. Frank wasn't talking about it. Oh, okay. What you going to do instead? Well, look at the blue. Look at the blue. Well, the government has decided to proceed with drafting a program budget. You have? Hmm. The government has decided to proceed with drafting a program budget in cooperation with the World Bank and the Parliamentary Finance Committee with the aim of improving spending policy. Will 1300 improve your ability to spend it? No, it retards it. Yeah. So the government has decided to proceed with drafting a program budget. I love those words. In cooperation with the World Bank and the Parliamentary Finance Committee with the aim of improving spending policy. Yeah. Yeah, they're not hiding anything, are they? Final article number 7079. Z. Dun, 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 dun. What up, Z? Z is preparing for a visit to Washington. Gosh, I wish I would have said that. Z is preparing a visit to Washington with several key issues on his agenda. Can I tell you what one of them are? No. Okay. Most notably, attracting major companies to Iraq. No. That's the last thing that they're going to talk about. They're waiting in line to get their asses into your country. No. Okay, whatever. What oh, Frank the Freak. That's your name, Frank the Freak. I like that. Frank the Freak. Hey, I'm FDS. Yeah, they have Frank derangement syndrome. So you're Frank the Freak. Okay. Iraq printed new currency a couple of years ago, so they aren't printing now. You tell them, Frank the Freak. They printed it about 20 years ago, brother. All righty. Now, let's see here. It says that Z is preparing for a visit to Washington with several key issues in his agenda. Yeah, I bet you I know what one of them is. Why don't you tell me a little bit more? Well, a government source reported that Z's upcoming visit to Washington it will include several topics, okay, including opening the partnerships with a giant American company. You think our giant American companies want to do business with you at 1300? We never have, we never shall, we never will. With yeah, including opening partnerships with giant American companies and raising the rate of oil exports to the United States to about 500,000 barrels a day. Really? We'll take it. Z will carry with him important files that address interactable programs in the country, which he will discuss with the American administration, including exporting half of 500 million barrels per day to America in exchange. In exchange for entering into important partnerships with giant companies. Yeah, well, not at 1300, buddy. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Z also added that we have the upcoming official visit to the United States, and it's occurring right now as we speak. And we will be taking a number of businessmen with us to expand mutual and joint investment opportunities. Bless you, Liz. Yeah, of course you will. You need our money. The framework allows Z to complete his cabinet. What? What'd you say? By the way, this meeting, that's part two. I told you they were already there. This meeting is the one where Aki went to in DC. That's the second meeting in DC. And then you got the framework says the framework allows Z to complete his cabinet. Well, thank you. The framework allows Z to complete his cabinet, and the latter is posing a $250 billion project. All right, so the framework says let's roll. Okay. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. The source indicated that this matter will be resolved. I know, yeah, I know. I know it's going to be resolved. You gave them permission to form their government. Oh, thank you, you piece of. And what did you say? Well, this matter will be resolved after Z's visit to Washington. If I was you, family, I would pay close attention. Dane, that's brilliant. I like that. Dane hates the number 666, but he also hates 1300. That's just brilliant. Look what Claire puts up. The political bloc also said, Frank, they will nominate a number of names, and Z will personally choose whoever he deems suitable for the position. And guess who told you who to pick, Z? How was your trip to DC, Z? But Claire is trying to point out to you to reinforce what I am trying to tell you. Listen. Thank you, Claire. Claire says, the source indicated that, quote, this matter will be resolved after Z's visit to Washington, and therefore the completion of the cabinet will be after the end of the legislative. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Claire says, recess of the House of Representatives. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoever he deems. That would be Trump, whoever deemed it. Fiery preacher. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got some smart people here. Claire saying L O L. What does LOL? What does LOL mean? What does that mean? What's that spell? LOL. Claire again. Parliament recess ends on July the 1st. Oh, way to spoil it. Way to spoil it, Claire. Right. Claire. Parliament recess ends July the 1st. Pay attention, family. Pay close attention. Brandon Christian? That couldn't be the Brandon I'm asking for, is it? I don't think Brandon wants to get a hold of me for some reason. Iraq Prime Minister visiting with Trump right now should spell RV very soon. Yeah. Claire. It's Parliament that says it. Exactly. And Fiery Preacher. July the 1st. That's a new quarter. Exactly. Well, it's the start of a quarter. The start of any yeah, but it's also the start of any month is what qualifies it, Fiery Preacher. Not so much the start of a new quarter. That's the rumor on the internet. I can tell you stories about okay. Looks like alrighty. So let me get back to this. The source indicated the source indicated that this matter will be resolved after Z's visit to Washington. And that's what's going on right now. How many times did I hint that throughout this UB2B? How many times have I hinted that? So, the source indicates that this matter will be resolved after Z's visit to Washington, and therefore, the completion of the cabinet will be right after the end of the legislative recess of the House of Representatives. Claire, when is the end? When is the end of the legislative recess of the House of Representatives? When does it end, Claire? And Claire will tell you. Well, read the article. It says it right there. It says July 1st. Oh, okay. I'm in trouble. Claire's not going to answer my phone call no more. So, family, let me ask you, what's going to happen on July the 1st? No one said it would happen on the 14th. Well, I'm looking for the government, King's Taser. I'm looking for the government to be announced 14th or 15th. And then when they come back, which is the end of the end at the end of this month, which is July the 1st, apparently, maybe, I don't know, they can go ahead and activate what they passed maybe on the 14th or the 15th. Okie dokie. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. What does it say? Why wait? Frank, can I ask you a question? Is it true that you asked Kim Clement in an interview when the RI would happen, and he stated the summer months? Yes, crypto. When I asked when he was on our program, I said, "Sir, what does the Holy Spirit tell you concerning the monetary reform um, of the Iraqi dinar?" And he says, "Well, Frank, the Spirit tells me that there will be a season of nothing, followed by nothing and nothing. And then there will be suddenly, then there would be you know, a suddenly in the summer months. And not to me, but in another one of his interviews, he said, and July will be a crazy summer month. July will be a crazy summer month. I don't know. Kim Clement proved himself. I suppose Brandon has proven himself. You know what I find interesting? Is that 3 times Brandon has said that right down the street from me, at a place called Gucci's. I don't shop there anyways. That there's going to be a massive shooting. There'll be a massive shooting. He didn't say killing, but there'll be a massive shooting at the Aloha Marketplace, at the mall. He said at the mall, huh?
How about?
A pow pow. He said. I don't fear that, I'm, but I'm also aware of it. Oh, thank you, Rib Hat 9121. You say did he say strange? I thought he said it was weird. But if he said a strange July, okay, so be it. Strange, weird. Basically, he's just trying to say that, there was something unusual in the month of July. And this month of June is preparing us for the 1st of July. Wow, 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 wow. Now, yesterday we were talking about um raid. Why did I do that? So, why did I exaggerate raid yesterday? To prepare you for today. I was tricked by Sudani. I actually thought he was going to be a good guy. Nope. Maliki, I mean, you could smell his breath before he even spoke. We knew he was bad. Nope. Abadi, in all honesty, was not very educated. He wasn't smart enough to be the prime minister. Yeah. Nope. All these other prime ministers that they've thrown in there, they've just been a waste because they didn't do anything. They don't want to do anything. Just like all the presidents of the United States of America, none of them ever wanted to deal with Iran. None of them wanted to deal with Iran. It finally took a president like Trump to deal with them. I am itching to talk to you, but I can't. And that's why I pause a lot. I have to be careful what I say to you. There's a lot going on right now, okay? A lot going on right now. You got to wait for them to come back from Washington, D.C. You got to wait until you finish seeing what happens to the coastal line that is on fire. You have to wait also to see what the next thing is. If I was Trump, if I would ring a ding ding, ring a ding ding. Yeah, what is? Hey BB, this is Trump. Oh, what's up, T? I've had it with them. Finally. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and hit them. And we're gonna hit, you know the places we're gonna hit, okay? Yeah. So that should open it up for you guys. Would you do that for us? I mean, you want your revenge, man. You got a lot of bitter in your blood, a lot of vinegar in your blood, you know what I'm saying? So you can be the bulldog if you want now. Just let me clear it up. Let me clear it up. Give me about 3 days, and then you guys go on in there. Go on in there. Thank you. And if any of that is possibly true, oh my goodness, the timing of all of this. This is not, I mean, okay, maybe coincidental, but this tapestry that God is weaving is because of our prayers to Him. Don't stop praying. The cockroaches I have told you, is the reason we need security and stability. The floor of the CBI has to be so clean that you can eat off of it. You got to remove these people. And Trump today is going to hopefully, God willingly, finish them off. And then maybe, yeah. And then Israel, you go on in there. Because we don't want to lose any of our. You guys got the bitterness in your blood. We don't. We got business in our blood. So fine, go ahead. Let me finish this up. And then you guys go in there and just do what you do. We've given them more chances than they deserve. And this will be amazingly good for us as investors in the Iraqi dinar. Timothy, you're right, Timothy. Remove them forever. As much as I trusted Sudani, I can't. Any of these, I guess. As much as I wanted to trust Halabusi, yesterday we prepared you so that you could understand this. Final article number 7080. A politician stated that an arrest warrant for Halabusi, the speaker, of parliament. Yeah, no wonder I spit every time. It is said that a warrant for Halabusi is imminent due to his involvement in corruption and money laundering. I told Omar and my friends out there all these things that I couldn't tell you. I told you half the things, and you're seeing a lot of things, but they knew this. You probably knew it too. I mean, Halabusi, you idiot. And yesterday, what was it that I told you, family? What did I say to you yesterday? We're getting rid of the 4-H club. Boom, boom, boom. All you got left, all you had left was Halabusi. That's it. And now the leader, this jerk. I said Halabusi. I mean, Hezbollah. All the 4-H clubs. We're down to just 1H. And today, the leader of the Hezbollah, the Houthis, the Hamas, and the Halabusis, whatever they are, they're gone. I love it. I love it. These meetings, they say, we talked about many things. You talked about the banking reform program. How many times did I say that to you and exaggerate it to you? They're talking about the banking reform program. Banking reform program is to add value to the currency to get rid of 1300 and remove the sanctions. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. Any other questions? This is a program budget. You got part 2 in DC right now because part 1 already went and came back. And you got the framework that's actually saying, okay, we're green light, let's roll, everybody. And Halabusi and the 4-H club have all been reported. This is what we reported last night, and this morning you wake up to it and you realize the 4-H club is busted. Everything that we said last night, you're seeing it now today. Sudani and his corruption is gone. In fact, China, you were helping Iran. You got your ass sanctioned today too, didn't you? Ha 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 ha. I don't even want to take out anymore. Just give me a Euro sandwich. I can stop if you want me to, because we've been together almost 2 hours. Well, we had commercials, so an hour and a half. And that's about as normally as long as I keep you. Do you want the report from Omar, from my teams out there? Do you want that report? Yeah, right here. Ah, the whistleblower. So he was part of it. I didn't know that. Oh, I'm sorry. So did you want, yes, yeah, whatever you feel led to give. Field drummer. That's so sweet. Oh, Wales. You're in Wales? Oh my word, you're in London? Yes, it is Kamba. What is that Kamba toy? What was that? Yes, you do. So yeah, I mean, it was a rhetorical question. Of course, I'm going to share it. I either want your report from Omar or your cookies pick. Them there's fighting words. Absolutely, keep it coming. I can handle it. Okay, Mikey, so you can handle it. That's a good one. All righty, family. Like I always do, I start you at midnight and I carry you all the way through the day itself, while while my body while my body seeks rest. Here we go. You ready?
Motion at your floodlight cam.
Copy. Oh, you got that? Do you need help with it? Is that who it is? Thank you. News today. Wow, Desmond Whitney, you a nasty person, aren't you? Ooh, you just nasty. You're full of caca, Frank. I feel sorry for people paying money because this is free, idiot. I feel sorry for people paying money because he's really not saying anything. You see how he sneaks in later dates? Oh, well. He's just as bad as Carrot Top. Hey, leave Carrot Top alone. You know what? Carrot Top started with us. I'm sorry. I called her Carrot Top. I shouldn't say that. What's her name? Melanie. She used to be in premium. Yeah, I got nothing against Melanie. Melanie. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, no, bless her heart. She's got a lot of energy. She's got to lay off the sauce, but she does her best. She's just trying to make a living. She's not hurting nobody. I don't like her predictions of rates and dates, but oh, I'm not supposed to talk about other people, am I? Yeah, so I'm, I'm triggered. I'm triggered by others. All righty, family. Let's see here. So it turns out that the new prime minister is on TV right now, Frank. Yeah. This gentleman that we just kicked out, he's not gonna get this stuff, is he? I just realized that. Man, that he was that close to just being patient and not being such a rude human being. So I said 12:17, we're gonna pick up. The new prime minister's on television, and he says, Alrighty, citizens, I have goals for us. Yeah, I have goals. Frank, he's talking about liquidating. That's one of his goals. Or transferring ownership of in debt state institutions. Oh, wait a minute. So, really? I didn't see no article today that said that. I see it. Shoot. Now I got to go all the way back. 12:17, was it? Oh, dear. Stop it, please. It doesn't end, family. There's a screen here, there's a screen, there's a screen here, there's a screen here, and there's a screen over there with Jan. And they all want to talk to me. I am live right now. Let me call you when I'm done. Okay, bye. 12:17, right? Suckling boo. I found it for you. Okay, so Prime Minister is liquidating transferring ownerships of so he's talking about liquidating. You don't have this in articles. And he's also talking about transferring ownership of in-debt state institutions. That's a new one on us, Frank, but it's kind of interesting. I think that comes from the United States. He's also saying that he's going to revisit the potentiality, the potentiality, potentially. Well, that's the word I think it should be potentiality, but it's not. You know how this is. So Z is talking about all these things I just said, and he says he is revisiting and potentially raising the dollar exchange rate and launching a Saudi style anti corruption campaign to recover stolen funds. But Frank, he's talking about our exchange rate. Is this backwards? I'm sorry it's backwards. Don't tell me it's backwards. Just look. So that's your first chunk of information that you're not going to find in articles today. So Z comes out. I
Promotion at your floodlight
Are you interested in this, by the way, family? Did you find what I just told you interesting? Did it grab you? Z is talking to us on the television, and he's talking about we have to deal with liquidity, and he comes up with this idea about transferring our ownership of in debt of our state in debt from inside of our state institutions. That we never heard of that. Where that had to have come from the U.S. That idea. Then Z is revisiting. Oh, I forgot. You say, yeah, celebrating all good information, good backwards. Blah, blah. So what? Backwards Wednesday, whatever. What does that mean, backwards Wednesday? Why is it backwards?
Do it from here, it's backwards.
Oh, I don't even know what I would. I said it and I forgot it. Too many things in my head. Yeah, backwards Wednesday. I guess it's better than Hump Wednesday. So yes, yes, yes. Wow, 5 by 5, Tammy. Okay, then it's going. So he's telling us Z that he's revisiting the potentiality of raising the dollar exchange rate, and well, you know what he means of raising the dinar against the dollar exchange rate, and launching a Saudi style anti-corruption campaign to recover stolen funds. Already got him. Already got him, Z. You're just trying to make yourself look good in front of the citizens, okay? And I don't blame you. You milk it to the max for you, okay? The documents, Frank, notes that Z wants to quote draw a new economic identity for Iraq and move away from the socialist mindset. Is this Trump talking or is this Z talking? Huh? Man. Now I know we don't have that in Claire. Did we have that in an article? What I just read to you right now? No. Oh, boy, Ray Horton. Ray Horton was just saying Z, and then yeah, that wasn't anything bad. But I appreciate Atmos that you took it down. Look at that, golly. Z says he wants to draw. You see where the quotation is at? He wants to draw a new economic identity for Iraq and move away from the socialist mindset. That's what we want to do. We want to move away from the far left socialist mindset. You can't even talk to them. You try to talk, they get right into your face and they spit and they yell and they scream. And then when you ask them a question, they don't have an answer because they have no knowledge of what they're doing. These people are demon possessed. Demon possessed. There's a grasshopper that gets infected by a worm. And the worm will actually bore into the grasshopper's brain and he'll eat the whole brain. But because the grasshopper's primitive neurological system, when the brain, when the neuron itself is gone, you still have the dendrites that come out from the neuron itself of the grasshopper. And what the worm does, amazingly, he links himself up with those dendrites after eating the brain of the grasshopper. And he can make the grasshopper's legs move, jump, go from one place to another. The worm is protected inside of the dead carcass of the grasshopper, but the grasshopper can still move because the worm is bored into the neurological system of the grasshopper. It's a zombie grasshopper. And that's what the socialists are in Iraq and in the United States of America. Their brains have been eaten by demons. And the demons cause them to talk and act in ways that normal human beings don't. Baby boomers, the next generation after baby boomers. Our lives were wonderful. We used to go home and watch Time Tunnel and Batman and Lost in Space and then go to sleep, and the next day it was wonderful. We could go to sleep and leave the car door unlocked. Satan didn't like that, and he has infected us. And he's taken over our ability to function normally, and that's what these people are like. I'm sorry, they're not humans anymore. They have to be removed from society, and that's exactly what God is doing right now as we speak. Getting back to what we were reading. So the document says that Z wants to draw a new economic identity for Iraq and move away from the socialist mindset, linking economic reforms to security, foreign investment, and controlling weapons outside of the state's authority. This is all the things that the president of the United States was demanding of Z. This is excellent for us, Frank. He says, potentially, visiting and raising the dollar exchange rate. And what does my friend do? Smile. Now, when you see this, I don't want you to think, oh, they're going to raise the value of the American dollar. Stop it. You know very well what this is. He says potentially visiting and raising the dollar exchange rate. Big smile. CBI cannot raise the value of the American dollar. It can raise the value of the Iraqi dinar against the dollar exchange rate. That's what they're talking about. Just before I went, put my head down on the pillow, I said, hey, man, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I just saw what you sent me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I know this is not going to be in an article tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. I want to thank you, Omar, for sharing this, with me. I'm about to put my head down. I'll wake up in an hour and I'll read your reports again. Oh, my goodness. Hmm. The next report. On the television, the finance minister, Faleh al-Sadi, to the United States Charge d'Affaires. The government has accorded the economic file top priority within its program, within its financial, within its banking reform program. Thank you very much. Within its program, and the upcoming phase will witness economic and financial reforms. What? Don't act so surprised, Frank. Just read it. But none of this is in articles. Just read it. And the upcoming phase will witness economic and financial reforms aimed at the radical treatment of the existing challenges. We had an article that was talking about a radical change for the rate. Wow. Tiffany, that has got to be the dumbest question anybody's asked. But then again, Tiffany, maybe you are not coming to class all the time. Tiffany, I stopped my lecture because you need help. Tiffany, in the military, you do not you do not kill your enemy, you capture him. And you keep him as close as possible because there are many tactics, many ways to make him squeal like a pig. And that data, that intel, that information is extremely important to us. So when you say, why isn't Malachi gone? It's because we sure as hell don't want him to be gone. But he's gone now. This is big. And it's not in the articles like this. Yeah, I know it's backwards. So what? Toy VP's probably like, yeah, he said, so what? Don't Frank. This is big. Don't you feel that this is big? This is big. And he's the one that's saying it. The top the file of top priority is the economic and financial reforms aimed at a radical treatment for the existing challenges. And then my friend, he says, Omar, he says, that's what they're saying, okay? That's what they're saying, okay? Now you know what this means, Frank? No, Omar, what does it mean? This sounds like a rate change, man. This sounds like a rate change. Omar? Oh, is that you? Is that you, Omar? Yeah, that's you. You think that it sounds like a rate change? Sounds like a rate change to me, Frank. Me too, Omar. Me too. Hi, doing great. It's super big. Okay, Carol, I got one. God bless you all. Yeah, this is big. And then for Omar to actually say that. Now let's go to 4 o'clock in the morning. On the television, the government spokesman Al Dabi says that the Prime Minister Z has adopted the Development Fund project through the Effectiveness International contributions, with the project launch lining of about $100 billion and potentially reaching $250 billion. Now, there's an article that we have on this one, family. I would really tell you to read it because look at these astronomical numbers. You think, honestly, seriously, I mean, come on, logically, you think that these numbers, 250 billion, all of these numbers is for 1,300? Of course not. You think that we, the United States of America, that is doing this development program, are going to do all of this for that rate? Of course not. We're the ones that are changing it. We're the one that is shoving it up their monetary reform to change their rate. 6 o'clock in the morning, as we start to wind down and I start to say goodbye to you. On the television news, the KRG Council of Ministers on Wednesday said oil companies should begin ramping up production and resume exports within the next few days, as quickly as possible, following Baghdad's commitment to protect the Kurdistan region's oil and energy infrastructure. Listen, and energy infrastructure and compensate companies for losses caused by attacks and statements. The cabinet also directed the Ministry of Natural Resources and the region's negotiation team to accelerate efforts to restore the Kurdistan region oil exports to full pipeline capacity as quickly as possible, with the aim of boosting the federal revenues. Frank, we are getting the budget ready. This is amazing what we're seeing today. My response at 11 o'clock in the morning, I say, oh my goodness. My goodness, it looks like Z is being motivated by Trump, by DC. Maybe these meetings are going to finally be successful, especially because they are being held in DC. It's been a week now that there has been an Iraqi delegation in DC, and Z is about to catch up with them. And God willing, maybe we actually are going to see that government formed right around the 14th and the 15th, and activated and released around the 1st of July. So much talk today about the money reforms and why it is needed, and very little talk of false propaganda from Iran because they are defeated. In my opinion, this is the signature of security and stability that has removed the fear of bringing out the new exchange rate with the lower notes for your country's currency. This is the signature. What you are seeing, the witnessing of the evidence, that fear is being removed from your political structure as well as besides your banking structure. And the United States of America is the driving force behind all of this, because even if you just trusted Z to form your government, he would still have to deal with the constant delays of the Middle East. But Trump's interference in your government formation and Iran, total annihilation, is what's causing this amazing speed and the revealing of the truth about your monetary reform that is bringing you purchasing power by a change in your exchange rate. Everything else is nonsense. It's just lies and nothing more but jealousy from the cockroaches of Iran. We are going to be victorious, Omar. We are going to be victorious with God. Now, today, we have many articles supporting every file that we have been sending you for the last 9 days. And what we have been telling you, I asked you, let the smoke clear. It's really clearing up, isn't it, Omar? Praise God. Yes, Frank. Yes, we are glad. We are glad to see what they are telling us. We're glad that we're seeing what you do, what you, what you know, what you, what you see now in the articles. It's very good. We're we're glad to see it. We see TV here, and then we get it from you. That's good. We like we like all this, and we like all this kind of talking. How can you say that? So Omar today, because the smoke has cleared and all the files that we have sent to them in the last 9, 10 days, they are now seeing the evidence of it. Well, he can't help but to be happy, but he still asks the question, how can I'm sorry, square vinyl has to be removed completely. Is they gone completely? Thank you. So he tells me, yeah, we're very happy with what we're seeing today. We understand the monetary reform is being brought out. This is all very good. We like this kind of talk. But how can you say we're going to change the exchange rate without saying you're going to change the rate? That's how we're looking at it. You know, I mean, how can they say all they're saying without changing the exchange rate? That's how we all are looking at it here in Iraq, because because some of these articles are giving us the information that you gave us. We're seeing the other half of it on the television, the things that you told us, but they're not really telling you, but they really, but not really telling you, but there's no way. Oh, okay. So they're not really telling you that there's a change in the rate, but because there's no way that they can just come out and say it. But it's very, very, very promising, very promising. That is a complete change of attitude. That is a complete about face. Because the smoke cleared, hasn't it, Omar? You trust me now? You've always trusted me. You're just frustrated, that's all. Yeah, that's what they're telling us, Mr. Frank. This is really exciting for our future. Now we hope that your files will come true about the middle of the month and the end of the month. On the television, it looks like more information. Hadar, director of the Iraqi Media Center in Washington, revealed on Tuesday that an arrest warrant is about to be issued against the former Speaker of Parliament and the head Progress Alliance, Mohammed Alabouz, on charges related to stealing huge sums of money from the Iraqi treasury. Omar says they are about to arrest a lot of important folks for corruption. Did we not say this? It's just yesterday or a couple of days ago when he told me, look, they got a file for 1,000 people. No, it's a lot more than that. The television says that the prime minister makes a trip to the United States of America and he's going to have an offer of 500,000 barrels of oil per day to export deal to the United States. We are working with you. We are working with USA. I said, Omar, it's our goal. It's our goal to clean the CBI floor so that you can eat off of it by removing these cockroaches. That's our goal. And you know what, buddy? We're there. We're there. And I'm done. I've been with you for almost 2.5 hours. Bus driver, I want to thank those of you. I don't ask unless we are going to be sending money that week. We will be sending his money next Thursday. But thank you kindly for helping us with Walking Stick. I appreciate you. I need your help. And he thanks you from the bottom of his heart. I can't think of anything else, Tink. Anything that you know that I missed? Carol Lee. I like how you said Frank is going to have a lot to talk about tonight. Got to make sure I get my popcorn and my Pepsi nice and cold. I'm not moving when he starts to talk. That was cute, Carol Lee. I like that. Grand Valley mower. You say now, if we only knew when Z was coming to Washington. Grand Valley Mower says, wow, talk about information overload. If you listen very carefully to my call today, you know when Z is going over there. Let's see if there's another one. You're blown away by the news. What a treat to wake up this morning. Ali Ray. I agree with you, Ali. I agree with you. Abadi, one of the PMs for Z, says, you know, the upcoming visit to the United States by Z, it's going to remove many issues, mainly related to economic aspects. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, there you go, family. That's what I wanted to share with you today. And I'm done. I haven't eaten all day. I'm hungry. I leave you in peace. God bless all of you. Sweet aloha to you. Um, write this down. Write this down. Get a pencil and paper. For those of you that are interested in joining Premium, write this down. Number one, you have to be a member of ktfalways.com. You have to be a member of ktfalways.com. Now, when you get there, just go to the top and then just click where it says join now. And when you write down your username and password, please write it down on a piece of paper so that you always have it to get in. And then once you're a member of ktfalways.com, just go to the top and look at the tabs. They'll see a tab that says premium. Click on it. It takes you to PayPal. You can pay for it through PayPal. If you don't like PayPal, I don't. You can call me. What's my phone number? 419-283-2552. 419-283-2552. And give me your username. Give me your username. And then I just give you an address where you can send me a check, and we take care of you. We just remove PayPal. I don't like PayPal either. They don't like my customers. They don't treat them very nicely. So there you go. I say this because we do have a lot of you that are coming in. And I think it's because of what I mentioned, and I think I should mention it again. Let me reiterate that when the Lord blesses us, my intentions are to shut down premium. In other words, no more members. Oh, thank you. To close it, not to shut it down, but to close it. No more memberships, because I'm going to put in there all the banks where you can exchange. Yeah, Aki has already, or Aki will give us these banks, and I will share them in premium, along with many other things that we're going to be doing as well too. For example, you're going to have success, and you're going to post your stories in premium where others can learn from you. Some of you may have failures. Some of you may run into problems. We're going to learn from each other. There will be no wealth management advisement. No, 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 no. So we'll be a community where we'll say, hey, look, I was successful doing it here. Might be of help to you. And all the banks where you can exchange, I will be putting them in premium and then locking it up. You say Musik, you say too bad. I'm on disability, and memberships aren't possible. Music 17. Well, maybe you don't know that I have said in the past that if you sincerely cannot afford it, call me. Call me and I'll give you I think I used to give everybody a month. Now I give everybody 2 or 3 months. If you sincerely can't, how do I know that you're lying to me? I don't. But if you would lie for $10, so when you call me and you have a plight, you have a need that you cannot afford $10 a month, I think you're being honest, and I want to be there to help you. But for those of you that can't afford it, I am humbled. I am grateful. It's how I stay on the air with people that we pay, with our webmasters. Down at the bottom of our form, we've got this for handicapped stuff. It's over $2,500 a month just to keep KTFA on the internet. Yeah, yeah. And your joining of premium helps me, and I'm grateful and humbled that you are willing to help me so that I can help you. All right, family, I think I'm done. And there's no sense in playing my song because they will not allow you to hear it. That's just so rotten. UB2B has used AI. Uh, you cannot hear music anymore. So I'm asking you, if you know of a format where I can go, I'm thinking of going to conference. What's it called?
You're on free conference.
No, 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 babe. No, 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 babe. The one that we used to do.
StreamYard.
StreamYard. I mean,
Your YouTube, so that's not gonna work.
it's broadcast through YouTube, so it won't work. Hmm. If any of you know how I can override this nonsense, because I miss being with you guys. Donnery, you say rumble. I miss singing our Motown music. I miss singing our hymns together. I miss doing that. You say that rumble. I don't know anything about rumble. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. You got my phone number, 419-283-2552. Put my number up. What do you think? And look into rumble for me. Will you help me? Will you be my posse? Will you be my teams? Find me a place. Get a hold of them. I can Zoom for 1,000 people and singing.
Imagine you can sing and do everything else on it. Just can't.
That's an idea, Zoom. Maybe we'll try that next Tuesday when we do our long UB2B. What'd you say, family? We'll try Zoom. I'll have well, we only get like about 200-300 of you that come and watch me. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool. Now you don't have to show me your faces. You can put up anything else. You know, put your dog or your cat in front of the camera, or just put a plant. Your favorite plant. Show me your favorite plant. Alrighty, okay, so there you go, Jack. I believe that YouTube problem is it's setting called noise cancellation. It cancels the background music and sound. I just don't know if you can deactivate it. I can Google it for you. Jack, is it Dane? Yeah, Dane. Dane, please, brother. Where's my sword? Hold on. Is my He-Man sword. I christen you. Okay? All right, I christen you. See what you can find out for me. I'd appreciate it. And then just call me. I think we've spoken together on the phone before. Call me, Dane, and let me know what you find out. Well, I can't think of anything else. Yeah, get that premium, family. Thank you, Christabella. Thank you for supporting us and for helping us to pay our bills. I sent you some mail, I think 2 weeks ago, and I hope you got it. 1970 Joe, well, whatever the mail is, we were about a month behind because we had to get settled here. But our mail is starting to catch up with us. Son of God. Zoom is good idea. Everyone has to download Zoom and you will have to send out a free conference number. Maybe we will. I started singing Bruno songs before they became famous. Yeah, just before we left, just before UB2B messed up. Yeah. When did we leave? We got here April, so March. Yeah, March was the last month when we were singing okay on YouTube. And then in April, when I got here, they changed with AI technology. Hmm. Dane says, we have spoken, brother. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, you made me cookies. Yeah. Huh?
His mom
His mom made me cookies. I'll find out and call you. I look forward to it, Dane. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking we done. I had a wonderful time with you. I could open it up for Q&A and help you with some questions, but I think we're done. And I think we did very well. I praise God. I give him all honor and glory to God. Thank you, Abba. Thank you, Holy Father, by the blood of your Son, Jesus, through the Holy Spirit. I am grateful that you even recognize me. You should have casted me aside a long time ago. But maybe, just maybe, just maybe, I have finally learned my lessons. Maybe, just maybe, I know to follow the light. I love you. I love you so much. My love for you is unique because the love I have for you, I don't have for anyone else. In the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen. I get SEDCOM reports from certain people, and I think this one I want to read. So because of that, they're predicting gold is going to drop by September. Look, that's because all these currencies are going to go up, so gold will go down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking to you in front of you about this. Frank, just came in reports that Iran is preparing to launch a major strike against Israel using new weapons. Well, thanks for the warning, stupid. God bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with me. And I will see you tomorrow. And I pray to God that that you stay in constant prayer. Sirlohan. Take care. Bye-bye.